Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then we mad. Whatever she said, then I'm mad. If this here rocks to y'all, then we mad.
Hey, what up, YouTube and GT? It is Major G, and apparently, I think tonight, or last night, sorry, I think last night, or very early this morning, the brand new Deadpool teaser just came out. It might have actually been yesterday morning. Because Tyrone had his up for almost a day. But yeah, so the brand new Deadpool teaser just came out. And now I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, but I did enjoy the first movie. I am familiar with who Deadpool is. And so I am curious about seeing this, because I would like to see how they implement Cable into this, and what new guest characters they're going to have in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this. I'm not going to talk too much because, I'm not big on Deadpool. So, well, I mean, I like Deadpool, but I'm not like a huge fan of Deadpool. So let's go. Is he Bob Ross in it?
Hello there. Welcome back. I'm glad you could join me today. Let's just dive right in and run all the colors across the
Totally Bob Ross again.
I have my regular old canvas here, wet and ready to go.
Slightly green.
Now, let's grab our
Menon.
2-inch brush here.
Box office gold. Todd Brown.
A little dab of our yellow snow here.
Oh, really?
Just another little dab of our Betty White. Now,
oh my God.
Let's just dance in a happy little sky. Now remember, this is your world. You get to make
whatever.
rules here.
Oh my God.
Sweet baby Jesus. Wish I could jump in there and roll around and all that.
That is a Bob Ross painting.
White powder. Yeah, just get high on all of life's splendor. God, I love cocaine.
Oh my God.
So much. Holy fuck knuckles, I am high as a kite right now. Okay, let's paint in a few little happy trees there. Nothing wrong with making friends with trees. Now, what you don't want to do is eat these paints. Trust me on this one.
Oh my God.
Right, I'm gonna whack off again. That's right. That feels good.
Wait, what?
Would you look at that?
Oh my God.
It seems like we have ourselves a finished painting.
So from our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet, and remember, hugs not drugs.
Ross Bob art. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was so goofy. That was so freaking goofy. So, if you guys don't know, that was actually an homage to Bob Ross, who is a painter. Some of you, or sorry, not is, was. Some of you guys who might be a little younger, you might not realize you might not know who Bob Ross is. Oh my God, that really was an homage to Bob Ross. Hold on, let me show you. What? Hold on, let me show you what I'm seeing right now. So, like, that whole beginning, I forgot about the beginning. I didn't remember that. Yeah, I didn't remember the intro to Bob Ross's show. The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross, yeah. So that's essentially what Bob Ross is like, and like the whole thing about him like having, oh my God, What? Sorry, I'm looking at this video and they're really doing the whole color thing. So yeah. Maybe I've never actually seen the beginning of his show, but because I think he was already starting on the oh my god, this is so goofy. He was already starting on, there we go. He was already starting on the painting whenever I was watching it. And so like the whole thing about him, like he would like draw mountains and stuff but his big thing was like how he would paint trees. So let me see if I can. Yep, there it is. So this is how he would paint. He would like paint trees by having the brush sideways, and he would just kind of like, yeah, do exactly like that. And I think I actually remember that one snow, the one snow background with the cabin. I think I actually saw that episode. And hold on, let me share this how he talks with you. So that's so like Deadpool totally got it right. That's like exactly how he talks, because he talks like he's like super high, and like he's always like make it never. He's always saying something like you never make a mistake or something to that effect. So
imagination take you anywhere you want to go. A lot of times I start a painting and have nothing in mind but the time of day and the time of year.
Yeah, see, he's got a scraper right there, and he's just kind of like scraping it to make color.
Don't worry about it. You don't always have to have a perfect vision in your mind of what it is you're going to paint.
Exactly.
Imagination is it's like any other muscle in your body, or like a muscle in your body. The more you practice, the better it becomes. Take some black Prussian blue. I'm going to put some phthalo green in there. I like phthalo green. Maybe a little crimson. There we go. All right. Let me watch.
So yeah, like that's how Bob Ross operated. And Bob Ross's show used to be on what was it? It was on PBS. It used to come on PBS called The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross. And like that's all he would do. His episodes were just him painting a picture. And there were different paintings each time. And some of you, many of you might not recognize Bob Ross himself, but you might recognize one particular thing that he is famous for being in, which was
Bob Ross!
I'm so glad you could join me today, so I could teach you how to feel some joy when you paint. You're a moody little genius, always so serious. I know, you must be on your blue period. Your work is melancholic. I'm painting happy little trees. Call me Jackson Pollock, because I splatter MC with the voice that suits. So let's do this. I twist you up like you're a Rubik's Cube.
So yeah, so a lot of you will probably actually remember that he was in, that they had him in the epic rap battles. So yeah, I love. So he's actually kind of a cultural statement now, because even though he died, I want to say like 15 years ago, his company is still going on. I don't remember if his show is still airing, but yeah, like you still see references to him anywhere. Like the white guy with an afro, that's Bob Ross, basically. It's usually Bob Ross. And he had this like really, really soft voice. Even though he apparently used to be in the Air Force. He's an Air Force veteran. So it was a nice throwback to Bob Ross, but I do like the little painting at the end, the Thanksgiving painting that Deadpool had. That was actually really cool. And what was that? The little painting he had? Yeah, that. that painting. That's actually really cool. I love that freaking painting. So, Geordie LaForge. I knew I saw that name. Teddy Ruxpin. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta show you some of this stuff. So you got Ross Bob art. And that's based, of course, that's a parody of Bob Ross. So they have Geordie LaForge, which is funny because LeVar Burton also had a show on PBS called Reading Rainbow, and that was, I think it was it was either just before or around the same time that that Star Trek: The Next Generation came out. And then you have Blanche Devereaux, because he referenced Betty White. Betty White was got famous because of the Golden. She got famous more recently because of Golden Girls in the 80s. And Blanche Devereaux was one of her roommates in Golden Girls. Then you have Teddy Ruxpin, who was this bear. He was a stuffed bear. Wayne Campbell. I'm not really sure about that one. Wayne Campbell. Yeah, that one is actually escaping me. But yeah, Teddy Ruxpin was this talking bear from the 80s. So this is it seems like this is mostly stuff from the 80s. Dalton, I think that's a musician from the 80s. Chim Chim. Really? Chim Chim's from Speed Racer. But yeah, so there's a lot of really cool pop references there. So if you guys have never heard of Teddy Ruxpin, I remember Teddy Ruxpin, the Teddy Ruxpin ads. The Teddy Ruxpin ads were they were interesting. They were very interesting.
Show and tell time.
Another teddy bear? My teddy's name is Teddy Ruxpin. He talks, he tells stories,
For batteries not included.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends?
Yeah.
I really enjoy talking to people. I would like...
Teddy Ruxpin, the storytelling bear, comes with illustrated book and cassette from Worlds of Wonder.
So yeah, Teddy Ruxpin was also really big in the 80s. I think he had a TV show too. But that was his thing, was that like Teddy Ruxpin was this talking bear that would tell you stories. Like he came with a storybook, and he came with different tapes, and you could put a tape in and he would tell a story from that. He would basically read you a story. He would basically read you a story, it's essentially it. Yeah, so definitely funny. Definitely a very funny teaser with a lot of different ties into mostly 80s stuff, because that's what Bob Ross was on. It was in the 80s, but I think he started in the late 70s, but his show was mostly throughout the 80s, which is why I remember it. And so yeah, a lot of big references to 80s stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Good work, Fox. Good work. Well, I shouldn't say Fox, because they're actually giving Ryan Reynolds creative freedom on this. So good work, Ryan Reynolds, in making this happen, and making Deadpool pretty much exactly the way he should be. And thanks for finally getting Fox to back down on their executive meddling. So this looks like it's going to be an incredible movie. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And until next time, you guys, be excellent to one another and party on, dudes. Oh, he's got Alex's hair. Nice. I've been waiting for this series, man. Yo, he's got the shirt. I know all of them! Oh, was that Kevin Weiss, or whatever his name is, from Aliens? He's a huge comic fan.